Hello, beautiful person watching this. I am so happy that you're here. Welcome to another Ascension 20 Silent Heart Kill, where I go over my runs that I've recorded, what I did right, what I did wrong, what was cool about it, while listening to some chill lo-fi beats to study and play Slay the Spire 2. So here we have a very cool discard deck. Of course, when you find a Tingsha, you have some pretty long turns, and this deck was not very good, really. I was never offered Gamble the whole run, and I sort of just barely got there in this run, and I killed Time Eater with this deck, which was incredible. I really forget how that happened. Probably Wraithform was involved. So, looking forward to going over what happened here, talking about it, and of course sharing this glorious run with all of you. So, we're offered the Tools of the Trade first for 6 max health, and I take the Well-Laid Plans as well. Pretty low damage start here. And I unfortunately have to take 12 here. The small slime had more than 12 health, very sad. And they're both hitting me. Can full block there, that's fine. Yeah, it took 12 there, kind of brutal. I take a Dagger Spray. Need some attacks. Gremlin Knob is in the game. Best I can do here is to take one. And that dash is looking pretty good. But in hindsight, Dagger Spray, of course, would have been nice. But it's like not important. Dash to get through the early fights. You have a hard hallway here, but the Fungi Beast plus Lice is actually a very tame fight. So happy to see that. It's actually pretty crazy how much variance there is and how hard the hard pull fights are. Like Slaver plus Thief or whatever is like insane. Slaver plus anything is insane. I'm not sure Slaver plus Thief's actually might be capping there. So I'm considering my pick here. Take the Agony for some early damage. And got just Thief, or a Looter, as it's called. Dash doing pretty good work here. There's 2/2/2. And can kill pretty comfortably there. Tactician would be nice, and I take a very early Tactician here. It's like pretty spicy, but I already have tools. That's the only reason I did that. I have a 2-cost card, I have tools, and I have Well-Laid Plans, so Tactician actually kind of works. It's a little bit greedy, but I have enough health and I have a flex pot. It's fine, probably. And we got Mr. Knob. I still take the 24 here, even with the flex pot. My damage just isn't good enough. Rough hand. Yeah, play the flex pot with the Endless Agony plus 3 strikes. So flex pot did 25 right there. That's pretty good. But still, unfortunately, got him to 9. These cards are bad. Catalyst is a great card, but I have no poison, so can't take it. And Accuracy is a fine card, but I have no shivs. So it's Quick Slash or Skip, and I really don't want the Quick Slash very much. So I'm deciding, can I get away with not taking it here? And I think I can, apparently, so I skip. The Eternal Feather is really quite nice. Lets me get an upgrade in. Dash upgrade makes sense. There's a few good upgrades there. And a mango is nice. I have no potion going to this elite, so that's pretty scary. Couple powers to get in play. I decide to keep the dash for next turn. Dash is good. Walks for 13, turns out. And have to be a bit aggressive here. Take some damage probably because I want to kill it. See, I took 10 there. If I don't kill it fast enough, I will die to the debuff. I'm looking at this and I'm thinking, man, that's actually a bit lucky that I didn't lose the run here. Dash really carries. Any number that's big damage, large damage in one card is pretty good against Laga, because like a Shiv literally damage cuts in half from one debuff, whereas Dash only loses 2 damage from 13 to 11, so that's only like a 12% decrease or whatever. And I realize no way out of that one, so just take 4, but it's fine. Got there. And then there's Tingsha. So here we go. And I take Prepared. They got Tingsha. Pretty good. Unfortunately taking 8 here. I was not happy about that. Those cards look bad to me in this situation. Current me agrees with the decision to skip. So prepare to kill the one that's buffing next turn. Now the right one is buffing, so that's nice. Tingsha's tinging. Sneaky Strike. Solid damage card. And we found a shop. That Adrenaline is on sale. I imagine I click it. Very good. Considered Regal Pillow for a moment. I'm pretty low, but I already have Eternal Feather. No need. Burst looks pretty cool, but a little bit expensive. Card remove is good. And card remove is good. And Eternal Feather lets me upgrade again. Probably prepared. Prepared is just so much better when you upgrade it. That's really what it's about, but I decide on the damage. I don't even know what I'm fighting. Okay, that makes sense. And a Guardian a little spooky. Not really blocking well, so have to just get there. Skill pop might be involved. And yeah, I'm just trying to maximize block, basically, so I take no damage. Thinking hard about that one. Squeeze in some damage. Nope. Ah. Save the dash for next turn. Take one. I could have neutralized there, basically for free. Small mistake. And yeah, try to get him as low as possible before passing. And then try to break him here. Basically just gets you a free turn if you do this. Assuming you can definitely always break him. Might as well play those cards, because saving the defend instead. That time I remember to neutralize. Very good. Yeah, don't even bother sneaky striking. I think I keep the neutralize here, yeah. Okay. Makes sense, and that's for the 5x4. Brings it down to 3x4. Much better. So this fight's going well. But this rotation might be a little bit tough. It's hard to pop him before I get hit for 36. But we got there. So I do as many Tingsha procs as I can before I cross the finish line there. Maximize the damage, because otherwise it gets that 20 block and then you can't damage him anymore. And you hate to see that. Down to 12. And should be dead here. So that was a good fight. Took one with no potions. That's pretty good. And there's a Wraith form. So we win, right? Immediately. It's just that simple. You find Wraith form and you take it. Slayer's Collar here. Calling Bell, not the one. Calling Bell maybe finds bandages. Like, sometimes, right? Try to find as many Elises as I can take. Considering campfires, because I have Eternal Feather. Eternal Feather is actually incredibly good when you have a Silent generally has a pretty big deck. Ting. This fight's gonna do some damage. Probably. Never mind, I Wraith Form. Without Wraith Form, probably would have skill potted right there, but found it. This Wraith Form card. And I see Concentrate Plus. No Toxic Egg. Concentrate Plus. And it's a little early for it, I will say. I don't have any acro yet. but I know it's gonna be good if I can just live. So I take it. If it was unupgraded, wouldn't have even considered taking it, but concentrate upgraded is so much better than not upgraded. And skill pot against the... I don't even know what these guys are called. The bandits. And found a corpse explosion, so that's very huge. Probably the luckiest, like even luckier than finding Wraith form is this corpse explosion from skill pot. Grab my red mask, and the fastest acrobatics pick you've ever seen in your life. Oh, we got some good cards here. There's a reflex, there's a prepared, there's a piercing whale, there's an acro, there's a tools. I already have a tools, so acro. I was mostly considering acro, and then I decided on reflex afterwards. Reflex is good, and I already have concentrate, big part of it, so discarding reflex with concentrate is rather good. And already I think it's coming together, and these early Act 2 picks were among the luckiest of the run, surely. I don't ever find like anything insane, but luckily the raid form is just enough to get there. I consider taking 5 to remove 2 plated armor and deal 12. Not unreasonable. Dash first because it breaks plated armor. I don't want to draw concentrate again, so I just acro. Already full blocking. Just concentrate for 6 damage. 12 damage because I strike. And another acro, snap pick. Give me all the acros. Loving that. Nice little red mask there, moving some artifacts. Not much going on here. So hard to adjust volume to where I want. Oh, sorry for the overlay there. Ignore it, ignore it, ignore it. Scuffed. Unfortunately, take some damage here. Very, very sad bottom 2 cards there. Upgrade pot's actually pretty good. And there's a reflex again. I go right. There's a campfire soon. Play Wraith form. Genius. Could have defended there instead. Didn't need to take the one, probably. I very rarely get these sort of Tingsha files, so it's always fun. They are rather... it's possible that the devs, like, really considered the fact that they're a bit exhausting to play, and like if they were a very common thing, like you were getting this every run, that maybe people would get tired of it very quickly. Like the fact that you only get a Tingsha run 1 in 100 runs or whatever is like actually a large part of the reason why it's so enjoyable. Moderation is good. Cause yeah, this run was a bit longer than usual. I usually finish in like roughly an hour. I don't ever think too long. Sometimes a little over, sometimes a little under an hour. But this run took like an hour 25 on the timer. One of the longer runs I've ever had. And it's just because the turns take so long to play all the cards you need to play. And yeah, I can imagine if that was happening all the time, it would be a bit rough. This game is just so good. Shoutouts. Ting. Yeah, try to maximize the damage here, so discard neutralize. Makes sense. And Slaver's Collar. Kicking in. Love to see that. Glass Knife still doing more than strike as it stands. Hey, this Sneaky Strike is cooking. Very happy I took that. Sneaky Strike actually does damage. I realized I could have just done damage with Concentrate. That was very silly. Because I not only could have discarded 2 cards to do 6, but then I had more energy to play more cards. So I missed like 18 damage there or something probably. And Thread Needle. Very cool. Anything that generates incidental block when you have Wraith form is awesome. Otherwise you take a little bit of chip damage. Not that it even matters that much, but it's good. And I see another Concentrate Plus. So somehow a second upgraded Concentrate Plus is being offered to me. And yeah, I take it. It's good. Mummy Hand's good. Not a lot of powers going on, but definitely not going to complain about Mummified Hand, that's for sure. Survivor does 3. I didn't forget. Using my noggin. Three mana acro, still worth it. That's incredible. That's Wraith form. And our Thread Needle graciously blocking the 1 for us. And yeah, Snicko went well. No runic pyramid in this run, so avoided that. I'm considering this Caltrops. I have Mummified Hand. But yeah, this is not really like looking to Caltrops. But like just because of Mummified Hand, you consider powers. It's basically like it only costs the card. It doesn't cost energy, basically. Sort of. You think about it like that. But still not good enough. And you'll notice in a lot of fights that Wraithform is kind of just sitting there. But it's insurance. You know. You're one of those people who's like, why do I even have insurance? I just pay them every month. And it doesn't do anything. You'll be happy when you get in an accident. I definitely, my deck is good, but I still have to think about the cards that I'm playing, which is sad. Some runs you can literally just play cards and like it doesn't even matter what you do basically. But in this case, there's significant chance that I could die if I just like misplay. I would say, except that I have Wraithform, so perhaps that's not true, but. Wraithform runs out eventually, and if I haven't killed by then... Yikers. Take a piercing wheel. Skippable, to be honest. But it's piercing wheel, so I take it. There's a store from the question mark, and there's another acro. It's beautiful. How much aggro is too much aggro? You're gonna find out. I have a lot of gold. I think I buy this Flash of Steel. I don't know if that's good or not. Probably should just save my money if I do buy it. It's fine, but probably not worth 100 gold. Big consideration. Oh yeah, I'm considering the potions for the boss. There's a power potion, which could be good. I do skip. Good lad. Like, if you would ask me, did I take that Flash Steel, I would have bet that I did. Not sure why. Just something my lizard brain was telling me that I had bought that. Yeah, rare curse discard. Everything's playable. I wanted all my cards. And I'm trying to find, like, reflexes here. I actually draw. They're hitting me for 31, and I have, like, almost nothing, so... yeah, I wanted to find good cards. Wraithform. Wraithform bottom card? Or am I crazy? I'm gonna take one here. I have Mummified Hand. That was a mistake. And yeah, I discarded Wraithform already apparently, and I just forgot. But yeah, I clearly did not realize I had Mummified Hand in this fight, so I could have played all of those cards. I'm too focused on ting ting ting. Exactly, full blocking because of Red needle. And yeah, against the cleric, no need to keep Wraith form. She's not a very formidable foe by herself. Prepared and Dagger Throw showing up. That Dagger Throw is upgraded, so seems good. It sort of like gets in the way a little bit, arguably, but I don't really have any damage still. Like I just Sneaky Strike pretty much. So. Oh, and I upgrade pot. Very cool. Ting. I'm stimming. Keep the Wraith form. And it's already at 60 and I still have Wraith form in my hand. It's not looking good for the hero. Book of Stabbing. Akabeko is fine. Another acro. It's like 5th acro? 4th acro? 4th. And upgrade goes on. Ooh, this should have been reflex. This, no, I have 2 concentrates. I think it was fine. Debatable. Comment below what you would have upgraded right there. That's engagement baiting. Take notes. Deep breath? It's deep breath, huh? The cool thing about that is you see cards that you like normally don't. I really like that. The potions and stuff, like, ooh. I would never put this card on my deck, but for one fight, sure. See, much consideration going into this turn, it seems. Trying to play as well as I can. I don't want to play this Wraith form yet, so it's a little bit awkward that it got discounted. If Dash had gotten upgraded, then I just wouldn't have taken damage and done more damage. I noticed I've been misclicking cards more lately for some reason. Like I swear I'll be on the right card and then it just like whoop picks the card next to it. So I'm being very careful that I don't like accidentally play a defend when I'm on 1 energy. I'm trying to play concentrate instead. And I consider what's in my discard pile before I deep breath. Smart. I have my Wraith form once again. Big Chilling. Bing Chilling. That's a name in my hand. Man, what a great turn. And I'm reaching the uh-oh, did I take too many acros point of the run. But that's silly. The reality is I'm just a little unlucky that I didn't find concentrate here faster. And at this point I kind of realized like, uh-oh, I'm actually going infinite here. For a moment I believed I was infinite. Like, I think it could be infinite with perfect draws, but it's just so unlikely. Yeah, this is a good turn. Any tingers in chat? At this point, I should probably just discard Wraithform. Like, it's like it doesn't even register in my brain that it's in my hand. It's just like supposed to be there. You know what I mean? Why would you discard it? It's so good. It's amazing. It's not even attacking me yet again. I was like, oh, I can just kill it. And then I realized, oh wait, Glass Knife does 1 damage. Okay. And then I continued playing acros. Those cards are bad. They do not help my Tingsha deck in any way. To unload is like, God, why is unload in the game, man? It discards cards. Makes perfect sense in this deck, right? And then yeah, these relics are like, you're never ever picking Snecko there, and Ring of the Snake is not very good, so. Or, and yeah, the, what is it called? Astrolabe? Pretty mid there. Minor upgrades. I did get another Dagger throw, but not very exciting. Could have gotten Calculated Gamble, Adrenalines, stuff like that. But I'm glad it wasn't set up or something like that. Fuck that card. Like the video if you think setup is bad card. And here we go, Act 3. I keep the Dagger Spray, Akabeko Dagger Spray against these guys. That's 84 damage. That's a lot of damage. Ting. Pretty good Darklings fight, if I say so myself. I consider prepared. It's unupgraded. Playing against the heart takes 2 damage or 1 damage. Decide whatever. It's probably like, you could take it, you could not take it, won't really matter. This decision, pretty big. Obviously normalities are unpickable, but upgrade all and you can no longer heal. It was pretty real. And I haven't taken damage in a while. I have a Wraithform in my deck just sitting there in my hand at all times. And that upgrade all hits like 4 acros. And a reflex, and a tactician, and a prepared, and I really considered clicking it. I was like, am I just infinite if I click this? Basically, I don't know if it was right. I don't end up clicking it. Yeah. And I win. So doesn't mean the decision was wrong or was right to not click it that I won. That's called results-oriented thinking. May be the case that I was more likely to win if I did click it. So yeah, I can't say for sure if I should have upgraded. Very, very strongly considered it. I was just a little bit too afraid. I have Eternal Feather, so I was into being able to heal still just in case. Yeah, I'm at 70, so this Hex Ghost hitting me hard, but I have a Piercing Wail. Desperately looking for card draw. Not desperately, I'm fine. Wraith form goes away. I'm so confident against Hexaghost. Act 1 boss. This game scales very well. It's like this Act 1 boss is basically just a normal enemy at this point. We found the Tori. Not bad, but also not amazing here. I'm already Wraith formed out of my gourd, so I'm not gonna take more than 1 per hit anyway. Discard move. Glass Knife goes, maybe? Poison Stab is upgraded. So it's hitting for 12 always, and it strips an artifact charge. Actually, it's hitting for 12 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. And it strips artifact charge. Glass Knife. I'm going through my deck so many times, you know. Glass Knife gets worse and worse. And, I mean, you want to get rid of some attack here. So, Glass Knife goes. Some people may question that. And I found a Pantograph. Upgrade Acro. Pantograph making my decision not to upgrade all a bit better, arguably. In hindsight, anyway. I'm the master of drawing this Wally Plans. I guess I did almost draw my whole deck, but I just keep finding Wally Plans Wraith form, and I keep having it in my hand. It's beautiful. Prepared and Pray. Nope, just hold. Again, could have concentrated for like 2 damage. Not gonna matter, but technically wrong. But yeah, at this point I'm like, when you're playing this kind of deck, you know, you can watch it and you can hyper fixate on every small mistake when cycling through your deck 15,000 times, but you just have to do it well enough and like not go insane, you know. The key thing is not exhausting yourself. So if I don't feel like playing that you know, that concentrate, like, I respect that decision. Especially if he's not even tangible that turn. But here's at 5, so I can just play cards. Found a blood vial, also validating my decision to not. But I mean, I'm not even taking damage, so just would have felt bad if I imagine you did click the upgrade all, and then your next 2 relics are Pantograph, blood vial. It's like, but they're equally bad when I can heal if I'm already at full health, right? Huge backflip, huge backflip. Nope, didn't find concentrate, didn't find tactician. Never lucky. Another reflex, snap picked. Last chance to get the blue key, so that's pretty easy. And I was pretty concerned about this giant head, I'm gonna be honest. That is 520 divided by 3. 173.3 Tingsha procs. That's a lot of Tingsha procs. But we can do it. You have to believe. See, the debuff on the giant head takes increased attack damage per card you've played in the turn. I was considering, like, is there any other way to play cards before attacking? And yeah, I found concentrate. We're still going. You thought the turn was over? Foolish. I was playing this run at this is my last run of the night, last night. I was meant to go to bed like an hour before this run ended, but I was like, I got a run going, and then it was a really long run because the Tingsha run. It was fun though. I'm really looking for this concentrate. Really looking for one of these concentrates. Didn't find him. Decided to just pass. Yeah, Wraith form. I couldn't remember if Wraith form was on, or Giant Head was on 2 or 1, so should have kept Reflex, but I was worried I was about to get hit for 40, so I kept Wraith form, and then I draw both concentrates and no draw, so unlucky. Very, very actually, like, really ugly right there, because now they're not even because I had exactly 5 cards in my deck. Tools of the Trade drew me an extra card, so I shuffled without either concentrate in my discard pile. Very ugly. So I had to go all the way back through. Very gross. Like, that's a run losing draw order, to be honest. Didn't lose me the run, but could have, you know, in another world. For somebody out there, somebody's lost a run like that. It's very sad. Shouldn't have played Deflect first. Don't want to redraw that. I just reshuffled. Ting. Any tingers in chat? started picking up the pace there at the end. Nunchaku is not bad. I think I was like salty about accuracy. I was like, if this is any playable power, it'd be so nice, but accuracy, ugh. And I have, what, 5 acros? 4 acros? And I'm like, do I want another acro? I don't remember. I do take it, okay. I think that's fine. And then I get offered another acro in the store. That's funny. So at this point I'm thinking, okay, I'm playing a billion cards. I have to beat Time Eater, probably. Or I don't know, I don't remember if Time Eater is the first boss here, like if I already know that I'm fighting Time Eater. I don't think so. I remember beating the first boss and then hoping that I wasn't Time Eater and then getting Time Eater, and then I was like, oh god. But I have to consider Time Eater and I have to consider the heart, and so I am considering what to do at that shop, but there's nothing, really. Nothing that beats the heart and Time Eater. But yeah, I was really hoping this run made it all the way so that I could upload it. And when I saw Time Eater, I was like, this is it. But I beat him. I don't even remember how, but I beat him. You might be wondering, how is it even possible that this deck beats Time Eater? I really don't know. Tingsha is just good. Time Eater has 160 Tingsha procs worth of health. Exactly. Well, I should have just played the Wraith form there. There's no way this fight goes 4 more turns. I think at this point I am getting a little impatient, but what can you expect? I've clicked a billion cards this run. Thinking about Nunchaku, but I just played the dash, it's fine. Offered another glass knife, that's my rare. Does not help with Time Eater or the heart. Very sad. After Image would be real nice. That's what I was mainly thinking about. Like, After Image would at least block for 1, so I could play all my cards while Wraith Form's active against the heart. Because I'm not blocking a lot. Like, I have Wraith Form, but this deflect was actually huge. Deflect plus. Just weave it in against the heart every time you draw it, and that's my block. I play the Wraith form. Please be proud of me. I didn't have well-laid plans, so makes sense. Because these guys be hurting, and I might have to attack the spiker a little bit. So. Spheric Guardian. I would not have been able to tell you that was its name till right now. Comment below if you knew that that monster was called Spheric Guardian. I piercing though just to get it out of my hand. Tired of it sitting there. I'm beginning to... the gears are turning. I'm like, these cards are sitting in my hand and it's making it hard to draw a billion cards, so just play them. Gambler's Brew is good. I hope I pick that. Yeah, I have a weak pot and a dex pot. Neither of which are doing anything. Considered expertise. I was like, but no, I'll never have less than 5 cards in my hand, probably. Grab the key. So I Eternal Feather at full health, into Pantograph at full health, into Blood Vial at full health. Very sad. And this fight's hard too. Like, I have to do 600 damage to this thing. And it regens 15 every fucking turn. So, yeah, you might want to put the video on like 2x speed here or something. But if you're a Tingsha enjoyer, then you're gonna love this. So I want that reflex in my draw pile, so or my discard pile, so I'm about to shuffle. Make sure to do that. Play my powers. This deflect is actually like low-key the MVP. All of my block, because you notice like, how am I even blocking? It's this deflect. That's like all of it. Blocks for just enough. And yeah, I don't keep Rate Form. Are you proud of me? I'm beginning to learn. The insurance is useless after all. America moment. Triple aggro in my draw pile. I don't discard reflex, or do I? Huge consideration. Because I can discard aggro, and then dagger throw, discard the reflex, and then now they're both in my discard pile. Shuffle. Considering what is in your discard pile is very important. I think in this fight, like, not playing Wraithform randomly is actually very reasonable. I still don't have to keep it right now, but I also still want it around. Look at all these acrobatics, man. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Good enough to make a grown man cry. See, I'm about to reshuffle, so if I discard this reflex, I reshuffle. So I'm thinking about it a little bit. Probably too hard. Also, we're probably killing this turn. Or phasing. And the voids that Woke Bird shuffles in are actually pretty spooky here. Of course, losing 1 mana on draw. Energy, rather. It's called energy in this game. I still have this piercing whale. That's kind of incredible, actually. Could come in handy when he does the 14 times 3 attack. Please play piercing whale. I'm begging you. Ask me. I'm already full blocking, so I have a thread and needle. This deck makes so much energy. I'm at 8 energy. Just play piercing whale. I still haven't learned. Yeah, the hand management isn't great. Like I'm letting aggro get to letting my hand fill up with aggros. Be discarding aggro instead, playing other cards. Could have not discarded reflex there and played another aggro. But yeah, I keep. And here I actually discard aggros, I think, because I'm about to reshuffle, I want them in my discard pile. But then I don't draw any. So perhaps keeping one more would have been good. But yeah, this woke bird it's getting killed by this deck. It's amazing. It's slow, it's tedious, but it's happening. I think I'm thinking about Nunchaku, but already too late. And we get Time Eater, and I Pantograph on full HP again into Time Eater. If only I could store extra health. So let's get to work. So I definitely think, like, okay, I need to play attacks more than normal. Every time I draw an attack, play it, pretty much, is what I'm thinking. And, of course, 12 cards a turn. And then Wraith Form when I have to. I will have to in this fight. This is the real deal. The fact that he blocks, too. Like, he's blocking 6 Tingsha procs right now. 6.66 repeating Tingsha procs with 20 block. It's not fair. It's like already so hard. Who made this boss? I probably neutralize dash. Oh, there's piercing whale. We got there. Could have just neutralized dashed though, and then. Oh, it's already weakness hitting me for that much. That's crazy because I'm vulnerable. Time Eater fucks. You'll notice I'm playing attacks. Need all of the damage I can get. It's Wraith form time, probably. Nope. I'm tanking it. I'm tanking it. 27, deflect, dash. And yeah, only take 4. Not bad. I'll only take 1. I'm a genius. Past me is a genius. No. Realizing you have Tori does not make you a genius. And here it's already splitting. And this is awkward because I can't concentrate into Wraith form. So I pop a potion. What's Dexpod doing for me anyway? Am I right? And then here I definitely am going to try to hit 12 on the counter. So I have 12 cards to play after he splits. So even though this damage is going down the drain, I still have to play cards. Can't just pass back to him on 5 out of 12. It's not good. Trying to make sure my hand doesn't suck. Let's get through my deck. Squeezing the nooch. Nice. Then I reshuffle with all my acros. And he's not hitting me this turn, but boy, that's 32 block. But at least I get the save Wraith form for another turn. Current me would keep that dash and play it for 13 damage. And that is 81 damage. So not fucking around with that. Like, I'm weakened too. It's disgusting. How could you do this to me, Time Eater? So we're at 1 hour and 9 already. Still have Act 4. Hang in there. Almost done. One more turn. Two thump, two thump, two thump. Shout out to Baylor Lord. Upgrade the plans. Sure. It's pretty nice. Pellets. Pellets lets me... Yeah, fan would have been pretty good. Perhaps. Not better than pellets, though. I'm not actually salty about that in this moment. And yeah, there's pellets. Pellets lets me play Wraith form and then cleanse the Dex debuff, so I can continue to deflect even after I've played it. Not sure if it was necessary, but it's nice. I could also just card remove. And here we go. Act 4. Those really long fights make you forget that this deck has adrenaline. Or adrenaline, being played once and then gone forever. Piercing Whale. Possibly good. Not the Wraith form. Just discard the curse. Well, I'm about to end turn probably, so. Just wanted 2 cards that were good to keep. And yeah, this fight's going just fine. This fight was always going to be free. I guess turn 1 opening hand could have been really bad somehow. I don't think so, though. A lot of reflex. So I'm trying to be greedy here and save Nunchaku. Nunchaku's on 9. And then I start playing cards here and then I realize it has 99 block and I'm like, ugh, I'm not playing this many cards. So I just pass my turn. Eventually I realize. Then here, same thing. It has 30 block, and I don't want to do that either, so... I'm actually not taking damage because of... Thread Needle. Now we can cook. I probably end up using the Nunchaku anyway, if I had to guess. This is looking good though. Should discard the attacks if I'm planning on not playing attacks. Can't play that. Should discard attacks. My brain just not working at this point. It's like 1 AM. Snecko Skull doesn't do anything. Trash commons again. And we go into the heart with this deck. Throw a poison potion, why not? See a bit of an Akko opener hand. But I do have Gambler Brew, which is quite nice. Get that out of my deck. already taken 13. And I see that I have this, I drew Wraithform Well-Laid Plans and I have no energy, so I used the brew here to get my concentrates. Pretty unlucky that I didn't draw either concentrate or tactician up till this point, but it happens. It's fine. That's what the brew is for. And the goal is to deal 200 damage a turn. If I can do 200 damage this turn, then in theory I can kill in 4 turns. It's pretty tough to do that much damage, but yeah, probably not happening like after this turn because of the statuses that get shuffled in, but definitely could do 200 damage this turn. That's definitely possible. And don't get there. Deal 169 instead. Nice. 100, actually a little more than that. No, not a little more than that, because the poison triggers after the 200 health thing comes back. And I'm probably playing Wraithform, taking 50 damage. Cleanse the decks down, and the vulnerable, and the weak, and all of that. And that's a tough hand, but it's all good. Get rid of the void. Now I need to find my deflect, the hero. So that piercing wail kind of heals for 15 here. Pretty good. Unless I can block enough, but didn't want to think about that. This heart's getting cooked. Survivor. Just a discard reflex. Dagger throw or discard reflex. Nope. Yeah, keeping the dazed around so that it may be exhausted at the end of the turn. I would love if I played that slimed. So yeah, but I'm getting there. Max damage this turn. Love to see it. Didn't play slimed with 1 energy left. Yikes. That deserves a dislike right there. Big thumbs down. Yeah, I was tired. I'm gonna be honest. At this point, deflect would be blocking for 5 instead. Defend will be blocking for 3 instead. I am overblocking the beat damage by quite a bit, so I'm not sure if pellets was like necessary to win. And we'll also see how much health I have at the end. But of course, the shop is intended to have things that are good in it. So. And like, if I just found a one gamble, man, it was so over. No gamble, all run. So sad. Very, very sad. Play concentrate before shuffling. See, this deck was cool. It was cool. A bit of a slog at the end, but it felt very good to get over the hurdle of High Meter and the Heart with this deck. Because it's like, yeah, you're clicking cards all the whole run, and then, yeah. Suddenly the Heart and Time Meter ruin your fun. So here we go. I am no longer Wraith formed. I'm now vulnerable. So Survivor would be hitting for 5 if I didn't have pellets. Can definitely calculate like how many block cards. Also worth considering that I still have 4 charges or a 4 stack of plate armor, and I also have Orichalcum. So if I'm to end my turn at 26 or greater health here, I would live. But then I might die to the beat of death after that, maybe. Yeah, who knows what would have happened. Could have also found Nightmare for Wraith form, etc. But yeah, the 2 upgraded concentrates really was like, that was crazy. I'm not gonna lie. Very beautiful. Maybe block for a good amount. 25 life. And good old Tools of the Trade finishes the job. And I checked the relic stats. Tingsha dealt 1990 damage this run. Pretty good. Kind of expecting more. But yeah, that was a great performance by Tingsha. And I'd say I played overall pretty well. Obviously some slop during the actual playing of 500 cards per turn, but I had the right idea and I got there. So thank you for watching. I hope you're still here and I hope you have a wonderful day.